you had a fight. You could feel that there were many mistakes at some point. You were very tense. We received the very first try very quickly. What happened during the game? What did you talk about with the boys? There were many mistakes. Yes, obviously we had a lot of pressure. Yes, it was a pity to have the very first try very quickly against us, but this hadn't an influence on the whole game because there were a lot of penalties. We had a lot of penalties against our opponent on the first half. On the second half, we could recover our game, but if there have not been so many penalties during the second half, maybe the game would have been different. Hello, Luca, a question for you as well. There were many attempts of tries. What was the reason? Was due to a lot of pressure, or the defense was too tough? Well, I don't know what to say. We were not lucky. I don't like to say that, but we were not able to finish our game. We had many occasions and opportunities. We've lost the ball in many occasions. And well, I don't like to say that we were not lucky, but I can tell you that that's the truth. We could not finish and install our game as we wanted to. So after that, well, finally we're playing against a very good Australian team. We had many technical issues, and I hope that for the future we'll have much better results and we will handle the pressure. Levan, question for you. 99% of tackles went well, but there were many, well, like 13 penalties. So there was a problem with the discipline. So how would you analyze your defense? Yes, well, the discipline, I don't see it that way. Discipline is not only due to the bad game. We had a lot of emotions. We had 2 yellow cards in the first half. We have lost the kicking game, and we were kind of weak. And the mauls and the scrums were really tough. And if you remember, first half, we were good in our counter attack, but the opponent were really strong, so it was difficult. And regarding the discipline, there's a lack of discipline when the game is not good, and our game was pretty weak, so we received a domination from the Australians. So the second half was great for us to recover our game, but we are not lucky enough. This try that's been refused due to our mistake, where we received a try, but I'm really grateful to the boys because they fought until the end. We missed 3 opportunities at least, and during the first half we managed to get the points, but we have lost a lot of energy, so we cannot talk about lack of discipline. If we see like 20 points like that, it's not that much. But our goal was not to receive more than 8 or 9 penalties, but maybe we had a bad management at some point, and the opponent played very well. We have to recognize that. It was complicated at some point, but we could see that the two half times were different. We played more rugby during the second half. Maybe it can sound weird as a question after this defeat, but do we have more entrance for the next games? Well, we never lost our own self-esteem. Obviously, we could see the very first half-time. It was difficult for us to keep on struggling and fighting. But I talked to the boys and I said nobody had the right to look down. So we all unhappy for the way we played, but we still have some games to play, and we still have to focus on our mentality and the work to do. So today it was good to make some analysis, and we don't have to look backward. We already did that. At some points we can be successful, at some other points we can fail. But the opponents, the Australians played really well today, and they were the strongest ones today. So we are still keeping the faith. We were not so much self-confident today, but what's important now is the next game against Portugal.